Hi everyone and welcome back to our Crybaby Whims challenge. We are still at the cottage with Aspen, who doesn't really have anywhere to go right now because she officially moved out, or well, run away from Flora and Rosalie. She's in her own household now, but in all that confusion and stress because of her father, she didn't take any of the money with her. So what now? How is she going to survive? Well, I guess that the first step would be trying to find some money. So Aspen's gonna do what Aspen is good at, and she's not good at it, but she will try to find someone to rob, right? That kind of seems like the most reasonable solution here. Although it is like really early in the morning in this like little village, so I don't really know if you'll be able to even find someone to pickpocket. It's not as easy as it is in the city. Although she did grow up in Henford and Bagley, she doesn't really remember much. She didn't really bother exploring around ever, but she did just stumble upon one of the relatively close neighbors, so maybe she can find someone there to pickpocket. It does kind of seem like no one is around. It is quite empty. I think that she is maybe getting a little bit hungry. That's crazy that she has to literally forage for berries to survive. She's having a bit of a meltdown here. I'm not surprised. I don't think that Aspen really wanted this for her life ever, but I mean, your hunger's looking a little bit better. And finally she found someone really off in the distance to try to pickpocket, and she's feeling kind of good, so maybe it's gonna work. Maybe she can just hide around the village and try to rob people, because that's like the only way to survive that she knows. And we know that she can't go back to the city. I guess that we kind of have to make things work here. But is this actually going to work? I genuinely don't think so, especially because she's feeling all upset and sad now. Yeah, that is not working. But where are you gonna go run off to? You don't really have anywhere to run. I think that she did realize that running off to the cottage would probably be her best bet. It's super isolated from everything. No one can really find her here, and I mean, it was her home. It makes sense to have her go back here. So let's go in and explore. This place seems to be pretty much untouched for the last, I don't know, it's almost 20 years. So I'm wondering if it's in good condition even. It kind of doesn't. Oh yeah, it does not seem like it. Oh no, and she just peed herself. Oh, Aspen. Well, let's go into the house and see what we have to deal with. Whoa, this place is trashed. Everything is broken. There's so much garbage. I'm honestly even surprised that there is furniture inside. I guess no one really bothered to like loot this place or whatever, because no one even knew that it was here, because it's just so private. But oh, Aspen, look at you standing in this huge pile of rubbish, already trying to clean up. I guess that she is realizing that if she wants to make this place livable again, she's the only one who can make that happen, and she can't even really live like this. Even though she is, you know, Aspen and never really bothered to clean and stuff, even for her this is way too much. Coming back here is so nice, but seeing the house in this condition is honestly a bit heartbreaking. So Aspen, why don't you start off by at least trying to put some rubbish away? She is starting to feel kind of dazed and everything. I feel like that might be because of all the mold and stuff around, so she really has to work hard on taking care of everything. I think that she did realize that this is definitely her best bet. It's literally a free house. She just has to fix it up a little bit. Even though it is Aspen and she's not really interested in cleaning, it makes sense to just stay here and take what she can get. No one's gonna be looking for her here. Not even Meaghan and Lucy, who do technically know where this place is, but they obviously never really bothered to come back. Only Eric did. So I don't think that those two would look for her here. Edward obviously doesn't know, so she's safe from pretty much all of her enemies. And obviously Flora would not be looking for Aspen here. So although it is a very intense fixer-upper situation, it kind of does seem the most logical. She just has to figure out how to make some money. Wait, I think that this is her final trash pile, and she cleaned everything up, at least when it comes to all of that stuff. That is actually crazy that she did so much today, and she's so tired. But I'm getting so concerned about the mold, but she's just way too tired. It's weird that she's going back to the bed where she slept when she was a child. It's just the same like it was back then. It's just so weird to be here. Oh no, but she woke up so sick, and you want to go to work. Oh no, obviously we can't go back to work. If anything, she kind of needs to quit the career, which I'm not too happy about, because obviously that's going to be causing even more issues when it comes to the money. But she can't go back to work because obviously she'll find Meaghan and Lucy there. So yeah, she should skip work, and by that I mean forever. So Aspen is officially quitting her job, but she's getting progressively more sick looking. I'm getting concerned that she's literally gonna die. This is like 5 hours and it's deadly. But okay, she's gonna quit the career of being the boss, which she didn't deserve in the first place, but she's gonna quit that for her own safety because she can't go back there anymore ever again. But now for your own safety, I also really need you to start cleaning that toxic mold. So let's clean this pile. Oh my gosh, don't sleep that off. Is she going to die? That would be really bad. You have 8 hours and she's walking like a zombie. But surely she's realized that, okay, these things are literally growing mushrooms out of them and I'm starting to smell like them as well. So maybe that's what's making me sick. So she's finally realizing that, okay, maybe this does need to be removed. And I definitely agree. We have to take care of that urgently. She's still walking all sick and stuff. I don't know how to take care of that, but let's clean this one as well. That definitely needs to be the priority because I'm just getting so concerned. This is the most housework that Aspen has ever done, especially in one go. Her needs are looking terrible, but she has to work super hard to literally just keep herself alive. She's so uncomfortable and miserable and honestly quite lonely at this point as well. She's finally starting to kind of realize that this is kind of what Flora has been putting up with her entire life. Cleaning and running around and doing all of these like really difficult things to keep everyone safe and alive and happy. But okay, I have to, before that full realization, have to send you upstairs because I know that we have another one up here. But now that she found what happened, well, she didn't find out what happened with Thomas, but she did find his grave at least. She is missing Thomas, of course, but now she's kind of also starting to miss Flora. Like things are that bad that she's just thinking, where's my mommy now? I need my mom. So she's thinking about Flora and realizing how much Flora actually did for her now that she's just on her own and doing these awful, yucky, horrible, literally deadly things. She's starting to appreciate all of that a little bit more. She's still walking all sick though. That's really freaking me out. I don't know how to get rid of that. I cleaned up all the like bad ones though. Do I need to like have you take a shower? Okay, I think it's going down because it's 10 hours now and it was 11 before. But she is starting to feel more and more bad for Flora, especially because she, you know, beat her up and that's why she escaped, because she literally fought her mother. But now she's starting to slowly appreciate things that Flora did for her. So she's even kind of getting this like maybe a little bit crazy idea, but she knows that Flora hates the apartment and she basically lives there to keep also Aspen safe from everything, although Aspen just ruined it all ages ago. But she's thinking, well, why don't I have my mother come back here potentially? What if I maybe fix this place up and no one's gonna be able to find us here and everyone's gonna be a little bit happier? Oh, she passed out though. But she's thinking, if I work hard for once in my life, maybe Flora's gonna be able to come back here and live in her own house like she always wanted to, and that'll be the ultimate apology for what Aspen did to her. Although it's not as easy as it sounds because she's obviously really suffering through all of this. But you might as well try to go to sleep here in her mom's bed so she has a good long think about things while she's sleeping with some more toxic mold. Oh no! That's really stressing me out. But she is thinking about Flora more and more, especially now when she's back here and she's realizing kind of everything that she did. Not really feeling that guilty, but kind of guilty. Okay, I feel like I have to wake her up though, because the mold is really starting to freak me out. But the thing is, she's trying to redeem herself, but she's not really putting in the effort to actually tell Flora, because I feel like if she told Flora and apologized right now, it would be much better. Right now, she's just not thinking things through. She's thinking, well, once I fix up the house, she's just gonna be able to move back here and she's gonna be forgiving me and it's all gonna be okay. But if you're in such a bad relationship with someone, no matter how big of a favor you're doing for them, I don't know if she's gonna be able to like trust Aspen enough to even come here in the first place. So even though Aspen for once has good intentions, she might be doing that for nothing if Flora doesn't really want to have any contact with her after what happens. And I did realize that some mushrooms in the garden have been left, which I don't know if she's gonna be like willing to eat that because they look really similar to the mold mushrooms. So I don't know if she'd be like too icked out to eat that, but honestly she doesn't have like that much choice. She's gonna be literally starving. So if you could maybe go and repair the fridge just so we make the kitchen actually kind of functional, so you can make yourself some food. Oh, we have Winterfest starting tomorrow. I think that she would maybe really try to finish everything super hard in time for Winterfest for like Flora and Rosalie to have literally the cottage as a gift. It does sound quite ideal, but again, they're in such a weird relationship that I don't know if that's gonna work. But you did manage to fix the fridge, so let's move on to the stove. Although I feel like she might pass out or something, so I'm not really sure if that's gonna work. Oh, I've got a lucrative opportunity for someone who doesn't ask too many questions. I need you to hold on to a stack of simoleons. Oh, absolutely take the money. No questions, just take the money. And honestly, this person can't even find you if they wanted the money back, so you can just basically take it and keep it. And that's a decent amount of money. I'm happy with that. But although Aspen is trying to fix this place up, we know what she's like. So she'll still use that money, basically all of it, to buy herself a PC. She can't really just be living here without gaming, so let's buy her a PC, which did spend most of her money, but let's just try to focus on getting some food right now, which, ooh, I don't know if she's gonna be able to do anything because we need ingredients. Right, I did not consider that. I think that she might actually have to eat those mushrooms just by themselves. Well, until I think about what we're gonna be doing for food, I'm gonna have her clean up a little bit more around the house because it's like pretty much almost fully cleared out, which is really, really surprising. But still, it's just so dark in here and so annoying. So once she fixes this stove, which is like the last bit of electronic that's not working, that's like sparking and everything, she's gonna be able to turn it back into the grid, so we'll have electricity and proper water. So this is really like the last factor to get the power and water back, so hopefully that's gonna happen really soon if she manages to fix this. And then I think that the cottage might actually be ready in time for Winterfest. Oh my god, she actually did it! So that means that I can officially turn this off, so we'll have electricity back. And since she did clean up like most of the things around here, we still have like a bit of trash left, but she can take care of that easily. I can get rid of this filthy thing because it's not really filthy anymore, and it doesn't really have any creepy crawlies because most of the things are clean. There we go, the power is back on. We do have some plumbing to fix up. I guess she did hook something up kind of wrong, but still, that's such a huge improvement. Oh no, but she's gonna pass out again. I mean, I'm not surprised. All of this is just so difficult. But the last bits of trash are getting thrown out, and we can start working on fixing up all of the plumbing. She does have a bit of money, so maybe she could replace at least one thing. It's not really like a super responsible thing to do, but it's gonna make things a little bit easier, even though that's gonna cost her pretty much everything. But I guess that it doesn't really matter, so let's just replace that. And you can still replace this one actually, so we might as well. So this bathroom is fully okay. So we only have this sink left, and I believe the bathroom upstairs. Oh no, but she's gonna pass out again. Alright, this sink is looking good. Aspen, great job. I think I should let her sleep soon though, because she's pretty much done with the house, but she does have to kind of take care of herself, so I'm gonna have to let you sleep. Again, in your mum's bed, which is gonna make you think a lot about her and how you just kind of want to make things better. She has kind of realized that she did a lot recently, and Flora has been doing nothing but trying really hard for her for like her entire life. She's just finishing up the last bit of repairing that she needs to do around the house, but I am getting concerned because she is going to be starving to death in 19 hours. She managed to get away from all of her enemies, managed to escape the toxic mold. I can't really have her life end because she starves to death. That would be a ridiculous end to Aspen. So I need to figure that out and maybe have her like go and forage and do stuff like that. Meanwhile, back at the apartment, Flora and Rosalie have no idea that Aspen is out there trying really hard for them all of a sudden to make their life a little bit better, but instead they have a couple of visitors, a couple of extremely uncomfortable visitors. Meaghan and Lucy have come here to request their money back that Aspen stole from them when she entered their apartment, and Flora is obviously not happy with that. But these two have figured out that Aspen was the one who robbed them when they realized that Aspen was out of prison. It was not really a big mystery who broke into. Oh, well, actually, what am I talking about? Meaghan obviously did see Aspen in the apartment, so she knows that it was Aspen. And she connected the dots pretty quickly that Aspen also stole money from them. So she can't find Aspen now, and she knows where Aspen lives. So obviously the next step is to go and ask the money from whoever, which in this case is going to be Flora. And if Flora is not going to be giving them that money willingly, they will try to take it any way that they can. So Lucy is fighting Flora, while Rosalie is sadly witnessing all of that, and she's also being kept here by Meaghan to make sure that she doesn't escape and look for help. They've taken all the money that Flora had, but it wasn't enough apparently. They did take everything that Aspen has stolen, but they want more now. And Flora should take this as a warning because they will come back in a couple of days to get the rest of the money. And while Meaghan is still here, she is going to text Aspen what is happening just to spread the fear and the panic, to let Aspen know that she's in trouble and she can't escape from them, because if she's not going to be facing them, it's going to be her family. So what's it going to be, Aspen? And Aspen is quite shocked to hear these news, to say the least. She never expected that Meaghan and Lucy will go to her apartment and harass Laura. It never crossed her mind, but of course that they would do that. I don't know what Aspen was thinking. Probably nothing. She tried to do something nice for once, but she got her family into even more trouble than she could ever possibly think. But Meaghan did give her an option to come out of hiding and meet her, give her the rest of the money so they are even. So she's supposed to be meeting up with Meaghan in 2 days, and if she doesn't show up then Flora's gonna have to be the one paying in any way that she can. And Aspen is not happy with this. She doesn't want Flora involved in any of this. She doesn't deserve it. It's not her responsibility. But now Aspen has to figure out what she's going to be doing. She has until Friday to figure out if she wants to meet up with Meaghan or if she's going to be making her mother pay for her mistakes. And right now she just kind of wants to lay on the ground and look at the sky, which has nothing on there, just like her mind, and think about things because she's just feeling so lost. But if you want to find out what she does in the next episode, if she takes Meaghan's ultimatum and goes to meet her to save Flora, or if she's gonna be a coward and stay in the cottage and stay safe but feeling guilty forever, you can click right here to watch the next episode. And if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait. See you there.